chat, then you can go back to the browser source and click on properties. This will give you the option to change the length and width. I took some time to fit it to my liking. As you can see here, the chat is now in my live stream. If this doesn't work, make sure to tell me in the comments and I'll help you work it out. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you next time.
Live streaming your favorite video games is a
What's up YouTube? Go to browser source and then enter the link. You can also check the link at the top of the page. Now click on the already running live stream that you made at OBS. Now click on the three dots next to the
Your field team calling you 24/7? Give them something better than your phone number. Connect Team's team management app. While Dave's on nonstop phone calls getting questions about tasks and scheduling changes, he could have used Connect Team to add any detail to any job. Keep everyone synced and even chat with his team right from the app. And while Dave's chasing down checklists and forms, he could have gotten them live from the field and be certain things are getting done right. With Connect Team, Dave's team can focus on getting the job done and he could focus on growing the business. See, Dave could communicate everyday operations much better with Connect Team, and so can you. Head to connectteam.com to learn more.
We'll guide you through how to add a microphone in OBS. If you found this guide useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. It's useful to be able to go and record whatever you want to with your microphone, so let me show you how. First of all, go to the bottom right of OBS into the controls and go and click on settings. In settings, you then need to go over to the left and go and select on audio, and you need to go into global audio devices. then what you want to do is go and look for mic/auxiliary audio, come over to the right, and as you can see at the moment, mine is set to disabled. So to go and add a microphone, all you need to do is go and select one here. In this case, I use this microphone here, the USB PMP sound device. After you've selected it, make sure you click apply in the bottom right, click OK, and then when you come to audio mixer, you'll go and see the microphone here. We've now added it, and you can go and adjust it just here, and you can also go and apply some filters and stuff like that by clicking on the 3 dots. If you found this useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video.
Today is a pretty simple video, and after watching it you will have separate control over all your audio sources. And I will also show you a few tricks, for example making sure that your audience can hear your music but that you yourself can't hear it, so you can focus on your game. The first thing I want you to do is go to Google and search virtual cable. Now this is a simple piece of software that will allow you to send a certain program, for example Spotify, to this virtual cable and then import the cable in OBS, which will allow you to control it separately. I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Owned Pro. Owned Pro is a plugin for OBS Studio that allows you to install both free and premium graphic packs with one single click. Just go to the first link in my description, click join for free, and then go through the setup process. Once installed, you will find it under Tools Owned Pro. Now simply choose a layout you want, either one of the free ones on top or one of the many premium options you get when you subscribe, and then with one click the complete package will get installed. And you're done. Again, the link will be in my description. So first of all, you want to install the program, so let's click on this and then open the installer. Now you'll have to run the right setup here, but you'll probably have a 64-bit system, so I'm gonna run that. And as you see, for me it says that the cable is already installed, but here will be a button, install cable. You just want to press it, maybe restart your PC. I think it's not necessary, but maybe it is. And then after that you want to right click your audio here, then go to open sound settings, scroll to the bottom and then choose app volume and device preferences. Now here in this list you will see all the programs that are making sound on your PC. Now let's say you want to use Spotify for your music, you just want to run it and then you just start playing some music, for example Stream Beats, which is amazing for streamers. Just click on play. Now it's playing on my PC and you will see it appear here in this list. Now here on the right you see 2 columns, right? This is the output column and Spotify is going to default now. However, what you want to do now is send Spotify to cable input, VB Audio virtual cable. This is what you just installed. You send your audio to it, and as a result of that you won't hear Spotify anymore because it was going to the default device, which is this right here on top, which will probably be your headset, and now it's going to this cable. So now you want to go to OBS Studio, then you want to go to the settings on the right, then to audio, and now you want to add the cable as a mic auxiliary device. However, we also need to add our microphone, so I'm gonna use that as my first device here. So Line Steinberg, this is my audio interface. Let's select that as my mic, and then as the second mic auxiliary device I want to choose cable output. So our PC has a virtual cable installed now, and Spotify is going to the input of the cable, and then the output of the cable is connected to OBS Studio. Let's click on OK, and now as you see, mic aux device, this is my microphone, it's moving when I talk, and then mic aux 2, this is the virtual cable, and this is playing Spotify. If I pause Spotify, you will see that this is not moving anymore. Now let's press on play again so we see everything moving. If you want to rename these sources, you just click on the settings icon, choose rename. Let's call this microphone. And then the mic aux 2 was Spotify or music, that's your choice. Let's call it music for this tutorial. And then desktop audio, this will be your default device. So when you go to the settings and then to the audio tab, you will see here desktop audio. By default, this is set to default, and the default device is this right here. If you click on your sound icon, this is your default device. You can also right click it, open sound settings, and then choose your main device here. This will probably be your headset, and it won't be moving right now because Spotify isn't being sent through the headset anymore. So which things are being played through this desktop audio? Well, everything on your PC besides Spotify, and then obviously your microphone. So if I go to YouTube and then play one of my videos here, you will see that now my desktop audio is moving. However, we still need to separate some things because right now the desktop audio will also contain your friends on Discord, for example, and this is something that many people also want to split from the other sound. So that's the next thing I'm gonna show show you. So let's open Discord. And by the way, the setup is the same for any voice program. I'm gonna go to the settings on the bottom here and then choose voice and video. And here you can change your input and output device. Now, as you see, I still have cable input here. This is probably from an old tutorial. This is an old PC. And just like we did with the virtual cable for Spotify, now we basically need to send Discord to another device. But the question is, to which device do we want to send it? There's a bunch here, and in this case I would have two options. The first one would be this, which is an audio port in my monitor, and the second one would be this, which is an extra audio port on my motherboard that I'm not really using. So whenever you have an aux port somewhere, for example in my monitor, in my PC, maybe there's an aux port in your keyboard, all those ports will show up here as the output devices. You can send a program to that, and then you could connect earphones to that aux port and then listen to it. However, what we are gonna do is send a program, for example Discord, and you can also do this with another program, to this aux port that's not really being used. But then instead of connecting earphones to that aux port to listen to Discord, we are gonna import it in OBS Studio, just like with the virtual cable. So now in the audio settings, we need to import the device we just sent our audio to. Now with the cable, we needed to add it as a microphone, but for normal audio devices, you wanna add it as a simple desktop audio. So let's select audio 2, and then here, this is the device we sent Discord to. So now let's click on OK, and desktop audio 2, this is gonna be Discord, so let's rename it Discord, click on OK, and now whenever I have some friends talking on Discord, the sound of them will appear here in OBS Studio. However, we do have a big problem now, because we can see our audio sources moving here, but we can't hear them in our headset or our speakers in general. Our PC is not sending them to us. The sources are only being sent to OBS. Now we see them moving here, which means that they are being received by OBS and they are being sent to the stream. Now luckily for us, making ourselves hear them is pretty easy. When you click on the settings icon here of either of these sources, you can go to advanced audio properties. Now here we see the same 4 sources that we have here, and for all of them we can change the audio monitoring. Now for example, the music, which is Spotify, the 4th source here, let's click on this drop down, and now we can choose monitor only or monitor and output. Now output means sending it to the stream. So the first option, monitor off, means only outputting it to the stream. Then the second one, monitor only mute output, means we are monitoring the sound, we can hear it ourselves, but it's being muted for the stream. And then the third option is monitor and output. In that case, it's being sent to our PC, to our headphones.
Hey campers, it's Jan from Toyota. This summer, we're headed to Camp Toyota, and the fun starts now! We're kicking things off by kicking up mud. Jump in, campers. We're going off-roading in a 4Runner. Next, we're heading to the hot springs in a RAV4. And finally, park your Tundras and Tacomas around the campfire because we're roasting marshmallows. Your summer starts here!
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends June 1st. Toyota, let's go places.
And to OBS to the stream. However, there is one extra thing that's extremely important. As you see, the first source here is the desktop audio. We are importing our PC audio and we are sending it to the stream. So what does this mean? If I change the music, if I change Spotify to monitor only, Spotify will be sent to our PC. However, since we are importing our PC sound in OBS, OBS will also receive this music sound. So then the complete setup is this. Our mic is set to monitor off, which means only output. The mic is going to the stream. Then the music and the Discord are not being outputted. The output is muted, but they are being monitored, both of them. And that means that they are being sent to my audio device, which is this right here, the LG HDR 4K. It's the audio port in my monitor. And as you remember, in the audio settings, the desktop audio is set to default, our default audio device, which is this here. Now let me click on OK and let me give a clear overview of what's happening exactly. And to make it clear, we're gonna follow one source from the start to the end. We're gonna follow Spotify. So music is playing here on Spotify. Usually you would hear it in your headphones, but we changed our audio settings in the advanced audio settings. So Spotify here is being played, but the output has been changed from default, which is my headphones, to the cable input. And then in OBS, in our audio settings, we are capturing the output of that cable, which is Spotify exclusively. So as a result, Spotify is being imported here in OBS. And then the next thing you need to look at is what's happening here, the audio monitoring. So Spotify, the music enters OBS through the virtual cable, and that is set to monitor only, mute output. So Spotify is not being outputted to the stream, it's being monitored in my headphones. And then the last thing, the headphones or the desktop audio, and these are being sent to the stream. The output is not muted, so Spotify is going to my headphones. My headphones are also imported in OBS, and those are being sent to the stream. So as a final result of that, we now have 4 separate sliders. The desktop audio, this will primarily be our game, but then also if you play a YouTube video and those kind of things. Then the Discord sound, this is how loud our friends are. Then the microphone, this is obviously your microphone for the stream only. And then the music, this controls the volume of your music. There is one last thing you can do. I'm not sure if I already said this, but if you change the music from monitor only to monitor off, then what will happen is the music is not being monitored. We are not hearing our music. The only thing that's happening, the music is entering OBS through the virtual cable, and then it's being outputted to the stream. It's not being outputted to us, because as you see, the desktop audio here is not moving, the music is, and it's only being outputted to the stream. So as a result of that, you can focus on your game, but you're not hearing your music. However, the music is being sent to your stream, so the people watching will have some background music. Now this video is a very popular one of me, and many people like it because it really helps you to get a better audio sound on your stream. If you didn't set up advanced filters yet, I really recommend you to check out this video. Besides that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day.
All right, first bite of the ranch snack wrap. Oh wow, that's really good. Juicy chicken, crisp lettuce, shredded cheese, Cool Ranch, all wrapped up in a soft tortilla. Yeah, next time I'm definitely trying the spicy one. McDonald's snack wrap, ranch or spicy. Order ahead in the app, $2.99 each. Looks like I've got plans for tomorrow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Mic settings in OBS Studio. As a beginner, they can look kind of complicated, especially since there are so many options for each of them. I mean, what are all these sliders doing? Let's get into the video. This video is brought to you by Own.tv. Are you looking for new emotes? Then the new emote maker from Own.tv is just right for you. After choosing your starting character, you can customize it further to create a character that looks very similar to you. When you're done customizing, simply click on generate emote, and then you will be able to select the emotes you want to buy. The more you select, the cheaper it gets per emote. If you're interested, then go to Own.tv or click the link on top of my description to start creating your own emote today. So the first thing you need to do is making sure that you've added your mic in OBS Studio. Now if you didn't add your mic yet, just go to the settings, then to the audio tab, and right here you see mic auxiliary audio. Just select your microphone right here, as well as your default audio device on top. And just so you know, the default device here means the default Windows device that you can see right here. Now let's close the settings, and the first thing you want to do is make sure that your volume of your mic is at 100%. The way you check this is by right clicking your audio icon and then going to sounds. Then you go to the recording tab, and here you will find your microphone. For me it's the blue snowball. Now you double click it, you go to levels, and then you want to make sure that this is at 100%. Click on OK, click on OK. And now when I'm talking, you see that my volume is going almost into the yellow. Now if yours is too quiet or too loud, don't worry, we're gonna fix this later. First you want to click on the settings icon and then go to advanced audio properties. Now here next to your microphone, you want to change this audio monitoring to monitor and output. And as you hear, I can hear my microphone in my speakers right now. I'm gonna disable my speaker, but this is an easy way to hear what you're changing. This will make it much easier to adjust your settings. So you click on close. So now look for your mic here in the audio mixer, then click on the settings icon and then go to filters. Now the first filter I want you to add is a gain filter because I want to make sure that we are all on the same page. I'm gonna move this aside, and just to make this video a bit more clear, I am gonna disable the audio monitoring, but you should enable it so you'll hear your mic. But right now my mic is the only one that's moving. So what I want to do with the gain filter now is make sure that when you're just talking like I am right now, that your voice is always towards the end of the yellow and maybe sometimes peaks in the red like it did right now. So if yours is in the green, you just add a bit of gain, or if it always peaks like it does right now, then you remove some gain to make sure that it's always right here. I'm gonna set it to 0 because mine is fine. And then the next filter we're gonna add is a VST plugin. Now you will need to install it, but once you did, you will see Marvel GQ right here, and I'm gonna show you how, because this plugin will make your voice sound more warm and more full like a real studio mic. And then after that we're gonna add some other filters to make sure that your voice is always leveled, etc. Like I said in the intro, these are all really important settings, but first we want to make our voice sound more warm. So this is where you can download it. I will link it in the description, and here you see download for Windows or for Mac. I'm gonna download Windows, and then you install the plugin. You don't need to change any settings, you can just go through this installation process. So once this is installed and you've added the VST plugin here, you will find it in this drop down. You can just select it, and then to change the settings you can click on open plugin interface. Now you want to click on presets here, and you will see a bunch of presets. Now the one with the arrow in front of it is the one that will be activated. So you just double click bright and bassy. This is the one I want to use, and then you can close this window. And so this right here represents your voice. Now the left is all the low ends of your voice, so the bassy sounds, and then the right are the high sounds. So if this makes your voice sound way too deep and it makes it sound weird, you can just lower this a bit, which will reduce the bass in your voice. If you want more bass, you can just make them a bit higher like this. This completely depends on your mic and your voice. And then the same thing counts for the highs. If it sounds too crisp, you can just reduce this a bit like this. And then when you're done, you can just close this because it will always stay active. By the way, if you skipped it before, if you want to hear yourself, you can just go to the advanced audio properties, and then next to your microphone, you can change this drop down to monitor and output, and then you will hear your own voice. Now let's go back to the filters, because now is where the important and kind of complicated stuff starts. Now the good news is that you can just follow my process, and then you will have set up everything. Now you want to click on the plus icon, and then the next things we're gonna add are a compressor and an expander, and these two are really important. So before I add them, you should look at my volume right here. When I'm talking normally, it goes into the yellow, right? But then when I shout, hey, it completely peaks into the red, and this will blow out your viewers' ears. And if I talk really quiet, like this, and you will see that it goes into the green but not into the yellow. Now what this compressor effect will do is that when you're shouting, it will pull down your volume, and then when you're talking quietly, it will push your volume. So that way you're always the same volume for the stream, and that's really important. So I'm gonna add the filter, click on OK. Now the next part depends on your mic and your voice, but I'm gonna show you the process you need to go through. First of all, before we start, make sure that your mic goes into the yellow right here, like me when I'm talking. If it doesn't go to the middle of the yellow when you're talking normally like I am, go to the gain here and then adjust the slider again till it does. If you made this 4, 2 and 100, then the next step is talking really quiet into your microphone and then boosting the output gain till your quiet sounds are going to the start of the yellow. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm talking really quiet right now, it doesn't touch the yellow, so I'm gonna add a bit of gain till it does. I'm gonna add some more gain, and right here I think this is the sweet spot. Okay, so now my quiet sounds are getting boosted, which is great, but now the next step is making sure that when I shout, the volume gets pulled down. So now you want to move this threshold slider completely to the right to 0, and then you want to shout into your microphone the loudest you would ever shout on stream, and then you want to slowly pull down the threshold till your really loud sounds aren't peaking the microphone. So I'm gonna do it right now. You can look at the audio levels. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, so it looks like this is perfect. So let's look at the result. When I talk quiet, it goes to the middle of the yellow. When I talk normally, it goes to the end of the yellow. And then when I shout, hey, you see that it peaks right here.
We'll guide you through how to add a microphone in OBS. If you found this guide useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. It's useful to be able to go and record whatever you want to with your microphone, so let me show you how. First of all, go to the bottom right of OBS into the controls and go and click on settings. In settings, you then need to go over to the left and go and select on audio, and you need to go into global audio devices. Then what you want to do is go and look for mic/auxiliary audio, come over to the right, and as you can see at the moment, mine is set to disabled. So to go and add a microphone, all you need to do is go and select one here. In this case, I use this microphone here, the USB PMP sound device. After you've selected it, make sure you click apply in the bottom right, click OK, go to the left and go to be able to go and record whatever you want to with your microphone, so let me show you how. First of all, go to the bottom right of OBS into the controls and go and click on settings. In settings, you then need to go over to the left and go and select on audio, and you need to go into global audio devices. Then what you want to do is go and look for mic/auxiliary audio, come over to the right, and as you can see at the moment, mine is set to disabled. So to go and add a microphone, all you need to do is go and select one here. In this case, I use this microphone here, the USB PMP sound device. After you've selected it, make sure you click apply in the bottom right.
Hello? Let's go! I just hit the jackpot!
Right, click OK, and then when you come to audio mixer, you'll go and see the microphone here. We've now added it, and you can go and adjust it just here, and you can also go and apply some filters and stuff like that.
What does this button do? I don't know. But I just hit the jackpot. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. This is my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Whitey is peak. He's peak. Just ignore these videos. These videos are W. If you want me to post more, just say in chat. I don't care. I rarely even post. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. I don't know if I am. Let's go to live. Live right here. Hello! Wait. Oh, I'm just watching it. Wow, that's sad, not gonna lie. If you want me to post more, just say in chat. I don't care. I rarely even post. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. I don't know if I am. Let's go to live. I'm probably never gonna face review. Hello! Wait. Oh, I'm just watching it. Wow, that's sad, not gonna lie. But let's play. Let's see if I can get my friend to play with me. Just say in chat. I don't care. I rarely even post. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. I don't know if I am. Bro, why is the audio still low? Let's go to live. I'm probably never gonna face review. Hello! Wait. Oh, I'm just watching it. Wow, that's sad, not gonna lie. But let's play. Let's see if I can get my friend to play with me. Just say in chat. I don't care. I rarely even post. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. I don't know if I am. But why is the audio still low? Let's go to live. I'm probably never gonna face review. Hello! Wait. Oh, I'm just watching it. Wow, that's sad. But let's play. Let's see if I can get my friend to play with me. I'm gonna use pop-up chat. Close this. If you want me to make a game, wait, let's see. Yeah, there. The reason I have no music on this game, I might get copyrighted. Just saying, chat. I don't. Hopefully, more people can watch. But the main goal of this, of the stream, is to. Why is that there? The reason I have no music on this game, I might get copyrighted. Why is that there? Chat, do you know? Why is that there? Low key, I might have to get rid of it. Just saying, chat. I don't. Wait. Hopefully, more people can watch. But the main goal of this, of the stream, is to. Why is that there? The reason I have no music on this game, I might get copyrighted. Bro, why is that there? Chat, do you know? Why is that there? Low key, I might have to get rid of it. Just saying, chat. I don't. Wait. Hopefully more people can watch. But the main goal of this of the stream is to. Why is that there? The reason I have no music on this game, I might get copyrighted. Why is that there?